Right after you register, you'll be taken to this page where you need to select what type of book you want to write, fiction or non-fiction. Let's do, for this example, a fiction novel. Click on fiction. To get started, you click the Start Now book in a click. Then all you need to do is write the name of the book and the audience it's targeted at and how many chapters you want the book to be. For the example, we can write a book, an imaginary fantasy book, called What I Did on the Day I Was Invisible. The audience for this book, we can write everyone. You can target at specific ages, but for this example, we'll just choose everyone. Now let's do a 15 chapter book and click Start Writing. What I Did on the Day I Was Invisible. The software will now generate everything for you. It will start with the table of contents and then it will go chapter by chapter, showing you what it's making for you. Now, the output of this project is going to be better than the average human output of a ghostwriter. Let me demonstrate this, and also I'll provide you a link to the actual PDF file for this specific project. So here we are, it's sending to ChatGPT in parts to write the book. Let's go start reading some of the story. Chapter 1, The Experiment. So this will be the table of contents in the book, and soon I'll show you how to generate a cover using this same software, a unique cover made by artificial intelligence for this book specifically. As a curious scientist, I had always been enamored with the concept of invisibility. I spent years studying the physics of it and researching the possibilities of making it a reality. And after countless experiments and restless nights, I finally succeeded. I donned an invisibility cloak that I had designed and powered up the machine that would make me invisible. It was both exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. I was about to discover what life was like as an invisible person. I cautiously took a step forward, and to my amazement, I disappeared from sight. The feeling was even more surreal than I could have ever imagined. I walked around my lab, picking up objects and examining them as if I were a ghost. But then, the sheer thrill of my newfound power led me to do something reckless. I snuck out of the lab and went into the city to see what it would be like to be invisible in public. The sense of freedom was overwhelming, etc., etc. I won't read the full book, I'll just supply a link to the PDF so that you can read it yourself. Once you've finished generating the book, this will become a download button. When you click it, it will download your file. But for now, let's go to the app menu and create an image. Now that you're in the image page, you can create a book cover for your book. So we need a cover that's related to the book. So let's put the book name in here. So this is the name of the book, and I made sure to tell the book cover creator that it's about a man, not a woman. Now let's click Generate Book Cover. And so this is the image generated of a man who's invisible. If this is good for me, I can save the image or click download over here. If not, I can press the refresh button here and it will generate a new image. You can use the same credits that you use to generate books to generate these images. I like this one better, so I'll download it. Let's try one more. I like them all. So if you look over here, these are images I downloaded earlier for books I created about girls with fantasy stories, for fiction books that I'm creating. So all of these pictures were generated using this same tool, the book cover generator. Let's go see if the book is ready. So we're still at chapter 10, so we just have to wait for the book to be finished. But if you look at the quality of the writing and how well it's written, you'll see that the quality of this is just as good, if not better, than the quality that a real ghostwriter, a human ghostwriter, would give you. Have a little read. I actually can't help but read this, even though I could just let this finish, but I just can't help it. What I did on the day I was invisible, chapter 11. The moral implications of invisibility. As I continued to experience life as an invisible person, I began to consider the moral implications of my newfound ability. At first, I was excited by the endless opportunities and possibilities that came with invisibility. But as time went on, I started to feel uneasy about the things I was doing and the impact they were having on others. One of the hardest things about being invisible was the temptation to use my powers for personal gain. It was easy to justify my actions and telling myself that no one would ever know what I was doing. But deep down, I knew that what I was doing was wrong. I also realized that being invisible didn't make me immune to the consequences of my actions. As I manipulated and deceived others, I was also damaging my own sense of self-worth and integrity. As I grappled with these moral dilemmas, tongue twister there, I began to understand that invisibility was more of a burden than a gift. It granted me the power and freedom, but it also came with a heavy weight of responsibility. In the end, I had to make a choice between continuing to use my powers for personal gain or doing the right thing. Even if it meant sacrificing some of the benefits of invisibility, I chose the latter. And though it was a difficult decision, it ultimately led to the greatest sense of inner peace and satisfaction. Being invisible taught me a valuable lesson about the importance of personal responsibility and living an ethical life, even when no one else is watching. And while I wouldn't wish invisibility on anyone, I will always be grateful for the insights it gave me into the true nature of power and morality. And then we've got chapter 12, chapter 13, the aftermath, the police investigation, the public reaction, the ultimate lesson, and then we're going to finish, and then the file will download, and then we can give this file to you so you can read through it if you feel like it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you register. If it's free when you see this, then register now. If it's going to cost money, it's going to be about $26. So you can register and you'll be able to write 5 books right off the bat, straight away, immediately. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you inside the system. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Just one more thing before I finish this video. Now that the book's finished, click on the settings icon. Then click on extra tools. Over here, you'll be able to download the 6x9 Kindle template. That way, you'll be able to create a contents page very easily. So let me just show you the file as it comes. Book name, you write the book name here. And then we can change this to book. Just enable editing. bookinaClick.com. And then this is the file of the story. What I did on the day I was invisible. Let's copy that. You just paste it into the third page here, and it will automatically write out the book and with the chapters. Then you click on the contents button, click on this, and contents. And then you have an organized content page. Now just update the numbers so that all the numbers will be correct, because the contents page takes up space. And that's all. This is a completely ready book and can be actually sent to Amazon. Just don't forget to write the name of the book over here. What I did on that day I was invisible. A fantasy novel. Now let's save this. Actually, yeah, let's save this. Okay, and this is the finished product. We're going to attach it to this website so you can look at this and read the entire book and see if the quality matches what you kind of want from your ghostwriter. Thank you for watching.